You are the habit.
habit. That's right. So we know that you want to be happy and that you really want to break through the chains that are binding you to this same old ho hum mundane life that seems like you're on autopilot all the time, right? It's Rita and Tammy. We're brain trainers and we make videos to help you overcome the number one challenge that's holding you back, and that's stress.
And habit. So
Yes.
you watch these videos because you know down deep inside you, there is a big dream. You want to make a difference in your life and the lives of others. So together we can make this world a better place.
That's right. You want to make a difference. And part of the problem that's going on right now is your own habits. Your habit isn't lining up with your goal. Your habit isn't lining up with your dream or your desires. And as a brain trainer, we understand how come that happens. So Rita, how come that happens?
Well, I think there's a couple levels. I think there's five steps, what I call emotional intelligence. And one of the reasons why is because we're not conscious. We're not aware. We have old programs running our life. And these programs could have, you could have learned them when you were 12, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. You learned how to be who you are. And most of the stuff that we learn who we are is from the past.
Right.
So one of the things is you have to learn how to break the habit of being yourself, because only can you create from nothing is if you break all the past. So that's one of the ways.
Mm-hmm.
The second way is learn how to respond, right? We respond from automatic programs. And some of these programs are so automatic that you have no idea that you're even in the water.
Yeah. It's a form of hypnosis. We call it hypnosis because basically if you're not present and not thinking about this very second in this moment and realizing you're here now, then you're either thinking about something that happened before or thinking about something that's happening in the future. And so if you're not present, then that's a state of hypnosis. Your brain is giving you sensations that are telling your body to react to that the old thought or the future worry.
Yeah. And that's why we say you are a habit.
That's right.
You are a habit. So if you can learn to be conscious, you can be aware. If you learn how to respond, not from the past, but respond to what it is that you want at this moment in time. If you can take responsibility for what's going on inside you,
light bulb moment.
How are you creating stress? How are you creating the bad habits? How are you not being conscious and aware? Because what happens is we know the mechanics of the mind. So you have an idea, you have a thought, and they're either coming in pictures, they're sounds, you're feeling it or you're hearing it, right? And so then you take that information, you project it into your future, and you start
living it, creating it.
And you blame other people. It's the government. It's my spouse. It's my weight. It's everything that is not you. So we say, take complete ownership for what you're doing inside you.
Exactly. It's the most light bulb moment for understanding that if it's not happening right now, then you're doing it through a series of actions, plays, drama, sounds, and sensations in your own body.
That's really big what you just said. So if it's not happening right now, so if your mom's not yelling at you, if your spouse, we have a story that we're playing in our own head. This is how they're going to be. This is how they're. So how do you break the habit? That's the fifth one. It's you jump into action. You start breaking those neural pathways that have some of them are really good. If you're angry, if you're sad, if you're lonely, if your body hurts, if you're overweight, you are not taking the right action.
That's right. You're taking the old action. And as Einstein says, if you want to get something like this, he said, if you want something different, then you have to do something different. You can't keep continuing in the same pattern and expect to get something else. And these patterns are already inside of us. Yeah. That means that we change ourselves from the inside. Yeah. And our world lines up with it, and it starts to look for what we're looking for.
Yeah. And so changing your pattern, breaking the habit of being yourself is really breaking conformity, because we conform to our feelings, we conform to our stories, we conform to our sensations. And just because we have a thought, we think we need to conform with that thought. No,
That's right.
that conscious part of you, the smart part of you, the genius inside of you, you can dictate and you can drive your own bus, creating
Exactly.
new beliefs, new perspectives that give you those dreams and desires that you want. And that's how you make a difference in your life and in the lives of others.
And, just as an example, this happened just this morning. I was thinking something and it wasn't the way I wanted it to be. I was thinking about what I didn't want. And then I said, stop, right? Let it go, use the stop technique below. And then I tell my brain, this is how you want it to be. So now I'm driving and telling my brain, we're doing it this way, instead of just letting my brain be on autopilot. So these techniques really work. It's super helpful. And it's amazing that the things that can change when you just change the inside of you. Okay. Try it, like, subscribe, and share.